Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach is set for December 14th, and I criticized him back when he took the Frank Martin fight, and I will criticize him now for taking the Lamont Roach fight. This is a fight that nobody, not one boxing fan on this planet, unless you count Lamont Roach as a boxing fan, not one boxing fan on this planet wanted to see this fight. No, we wanted to see Gervonta Davis versus Pitbull Cruz 2. We wanted to see Gervonta Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. We wanted to see, and I know people in the comments are going to be like, oh, the different weight classes. It's like a 6-pound difference, one weight class up. Shut your mouth. And then you have Gervonta Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko. You have all of these fights. Even Ryan Garcia too, even Devin Haney, even Shakur Stevenson. These are the people we want to see Gervonta Davis fight. Not Frank Martin and not Lamont Roach. And I don't care what you say, you're not going to convince me he has a chance. You're just not. You're not going to come in here and say, oh, he's a world champion. He has a good record too. It's boxing. Anybody could be a world champion. I'm just going to say it just like that. We've seen people with the right promoters be put in the right positions at the right time and become world champion. It just is what it is. It's not like this crazy, oh my God, what a Mount Everest level accomplishment. It's really not. We've seen people who, when put up against the best of the best, even though they were a champion, they fell short, okay? For me, this does nothing for me, bro. This does nothing for me. Lamont Roach. And this is nothing against Lamont Roach. This is not me mad at him. This is me mad at Tank Davis. This is me mad at a guy who's going to walk around and call himself the best in the world, but he doesn't fight the best in the world. On this very platform, I give Canelo Alvarez a lot of flack just for that. Okay, Canelo Alvarez is another guy who calls himself the best in the world, even though we just saw him get beat up by Bivol, but whatever. We're going to act like that doesn't count because he went up too far in weight. Okay, cool. But Bivol offered to go down in weight and fight you at a weight you're more comfortable at, and you completely refused and didn't respond to those call-outs at all. But whatever, you're the best in the world. Sure you are. Okay. I just can't stand it. You can't call yourself the best in the world and duck David Benavidez. And Tank Davis is doing the same thing. You can't call yourself the best in the world and not fight Teofimo Lopez, and not fight Pitbull Cruz a second time, and not fight Shakur Stevenson, not fight Devin Haney, not fight these guys. The way you prove that you're the best in the world is by fighting the best competition night in, night out, consistently. That's how you prove you're the best in the world. Not by taking fights against people who you could argue have no business being in there with you. And again, I'm not trying to be hard on Lamont Roach. Shout out to him. Props to him. He's getting a payday. Good for him. You know what I mean? This is a good opportunity for him. Good for Lamont Roach. Shame on Tank Davis. That's the overall big picture of this video. So you can't call yourself the best in the world if you're not going to fight these guys that the people, me, you, what the boxing fans want to see. And again, there's a difference between boxing fans and fanboys. I say it all the time. There's a difference between a Canelo fan and a boxing fan. There's a difference between a Tank Davis fan and a boxing fan. A fanboy only wants to see their fighter win fights. So they're there for the highlight. They're there for the lamb to the slaughter events. I'm not. I like to turn on the fight and watch and not know who's going to win. I like to be on the edge of my seat. I like to think anything could happen. I don't like to go into it knowing, oh, this is a demolition match. That's not my thing. But different strokes for different folks. That's pretty much all I got to say on this one. Let me know what y'all think. Oh, this is the last thing I will say. Now, we have another fight build-up, just like Frank Martin, where I guarantee you Tank Davis will position himself in some way where, his fans view him as a victim just because this guy says, oh, I believe in myself and I could win. And then, okay, fine, it's up at that point, as they say. And Tank Davis is going to go out there and start disrespecting him and really be a bully, not only in the fact that you're fighting someone that you could easily beat, but in your behavior towards that, just disrespecting them in the lead up in the press conference. It's like, bro, nobody likes to see that besides your fanboys, okay? Nobody likes to see that besides your fanboys that are constantly on their knees looking up to you. So it is what it is. That's pretty much all I have to say. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree. It truly doesn't matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.